Okay, so let me tell you why I think that Bitcoin should be up 20% or more by Christmas. And if Bitcoin is up 20%, that means other coins are going to be up more than that. So let's talk about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
This is the Hey Ed YouTube channel. I am your host, moderator, and all-around nice guy, Edward Anderson. I'm not a financial advisor, so do not construe anything that I mention in any of my videos as financial advice. Always do your own research before doing anything with your money. And yeah, I think there's a really good chance that Bitcoin is going to be up at least 20% between now and Christmas. Now, as I'm recording this, it is December 12th, which means we have about 13 days here until Christmas Day. Now, here's my thinking on the topic, okay? So a lot of you know that I worked on Wall Street for a long time, primarily as a trader and as a trading instructor. And now I'm primarily an equities trader, but this principle pretty much applies across the board. And that is that there is a phenomenon that when a stock would hit $100 for the first time, that it would typically move 20% from there very quickly. Now, that's not a technical analysis rule. That's just kind of a psychological rule that traders are just kind of familiar with. There's no guarantee that just because a stock has, breaks $100 for the first time, that it has to move 20%, real fast. But traders just kind of know that that is a phenomenon that they want to take advantage of. Now, the way that it breaks $100 for the first time is very important. Let's say that stock had just had a big run up to $100. Let's say it ran from 80 to 100 really quickly. Well, in that case, it's probably going to have to rest. It's probably going to have to come down, consolidate for a while before it really breaks that $100 significantly, and then it will have the actual move. Let's say that stock had run up to like 98 or 99 and then kind of bounced around there for a while before it broke. And then it finally broke. Okay, now you're off to the races. Now, a couple things here. I know that Bitcoin is not a stock, okay? And I know that it's not $100, it's at $100,000. But this principle still holds true. This is a psychological event. Bitcoin right now is at that $100,000 level for the first time in its history. And it's getting an awful lot of publicity right now. So let's take a look at what it is doing at the moment. Remember, so right now I'm halfway through the day here on Thursday, December 12th. So let's take a look. So Bitcoin at the moment is at 99,858. It's been pretty much hovering at like 99,008 to like 101, all day long here. Now, this chart looks dramatic, but this is just a one-day chart, right? It looks more dramatic than it really is. But you can see here that the range over the past 24 hours had been, well, it hit a recent low here of 99,300 and a high of 102,000. Now, this is the one-day chart. Let's take a look at the 7-day chart. Same kind of thing here, right? So it has been kind of stuck between, well, $94,000 at the very low and the high here of, 102. Well, let's take a look at the 1-month chart. Okay, so we can see the story here, right? Right at this, $100,000 level, it had been kind of loitering, waiting for the next big catalyst. And again, as I'm talking to you, here we're at $100,000, pretty much even, as of this recording. Okay, so for a couple weeks here, since it first broke that $100,000 level, it had been kind of like taking its time, kind of like digesting and giving people a chance to kind of, take profit if they want to take profit. And, I'm sure there's a lot of gamesmanship going on here right now, in Bitcoin. But with all the news surrounding Bitcoin right now, it is kind of out there in the zeitgeist. People know that Bitcoin has cracked that $100,000 number. So from today, we still have 13 days till Christmas. So my guess is that sometime during the next 2 weeks here, it's going to have another push. Again, this is just kind of a psychological phenomenon that most traders know about. There's no guarantee in here, okay? I'm just telling you that this is commonly what happens when stocks break $100 for the first time, or in this case, crypto, meaning Bitcoin, is cracking 100,000 for the first time in its lifetime. In any event, I think that the downside is very limited because I do think that any kind of a sell-off here is going to be met with bargain hunters. Now, if this does happen, if Bitcoin does have a 20% run from here, maybe even more, what does that mean for other cryptos? Well, the second tier items, they're going to move in sympathy. Coins like XRP and XLM and Cardano. Okay, so on a percentage basis, they will probably move more than 20%. Now, Bitcoin it's the big dog, right? It's the general. It's the one that sets the tone for the crypto industry. And in sympathy, the other coins right below it, they're going to kind of be dragged along for the ride. Just the gravitational pull is going to take them along. And on a percentage basis, they should outperform Bitcoin. God knows I could absolutely be wrong about this prediction. I'm just kind of sharing with you kind of like a rule of thumb that experienced traders live by when stocks are taking out important psychological levels. So in the comment section below, please let me know what you think. Please support my channel by hitting that like button and subscribe. Ed Anderson, live from Minnesota, signing out.
Copy that.